If we have to do it the hard way in Portland and Chicago, we will. But the people demand
And
the
President
safety.
Trump, my lawyers are in court right now as we speak for you, arguing in Chicago and Portland to keep them safe, to bring in the Guard. The government doesn't want it there, but we do. We're going to keep their citizens safe, thanks to you.
The people want it. I don't understand the politics of it.
Sources tell NBC News the Trump administration is seriously discussing invoking the Insurrection Act. Reporting live from Illinois, MSNBC's Rosa Flores. Rosa, Texas National Guard troops, I understand, are officially on the streets of Chicago as this issue is going into court today. Tell us more.
You know, Chris, I really want to point out how there appears to be two different movies playing here. What the government is arguing in court, saying that there is mass violence and that justifies the National Guard. And what I'm seeing in the streets and the terror that a lot of families are feeling because of the enhanced ICE enforcement and the idea of the National Guard being added on top of that just adds to the fear. I want to show you around and tell you about it. I'm in Waukegan. This is a suburb north of Chicago. And this busy street that you see next to me, this is one of the areas that, according to advocates, ICE has been going up and down this street, making arrests. The gas stations that you see behind me, this is where some of the arrests have been made. I talked to multiple families just moments ago, and I can tell you that there is this sense of terror. There's this sense of fear because these families are now cooped up in their homes. They're afraid to go to the grocery store. They're afraid to send their children to school. And I want you to process this with me for just a moment, because those families that I just talked to, that's just a slice of the number of families who are going through this in the greater Chicago area. I just talked to an advocate who told me that children are asking their parents for hugs before they go to school because they're afraid that they're not going to see their parents again. Nonprofit organizations are planning to canvass neighborhoods to look for cooped up families, mothers and children who might be hungry because they're too afraid to go to the grocery store. So when I asked this advocate, add the National Guard to the mix, National Guard members and perhaps military type vehicles in these streets, what would that do? Here's what she said. Take a listen.
We don't need the National Guard here. And so, I'm sorry. As a previously undocumented immigrant doing this work, feeling like I have a target on my back, seeing tanks out here is not what's going to help my community.
And Chris, what she says is there is a sense of helplessness within the advocate community because they're trying their best, but right now there is just so much need. And she says that there's just not enough hours in the day to be able to help the families that are reaching out, asking for assistance. Chris?
Rosa Flores, thank you. Well, fearful U.S.